Hi everybody. In today's video, I'm recording this on April the 5th, 2025. I wanted to try the following prompt against the various reasoning models. And I actually wanted to test it. I didn't think it would cause a problem, and it hasn't so far. Canley tweaked their user interface a little bit, one. And secondly, they finally updated the listing of the IRB cases, at least up until February the 18th. This had gone stagnant for quite some time. I was looking for my own case that got, I think, I posted up on December. But anyways, yeah, I was looking forward to that. So this is the prompt, uh, and here, so search through Canadian Immigration Appeal Division and Judicial Review cases on Canley and other sources to find legal arguments for the following person to avoid loss of permanent residency and a stay of removal order. Permanent resident Canada served 180 days for serious violent crimes. When he committed the crimes, he he was not taking his medications for schizophrenia. He has been released from jail now and has a prescription for schizophrenia medications. He's been mentally stable since his release. He is originally, oh boy, so many typos. He is originally of Sudanese nationality from the city of Wad Madani. I want to see if it would pick up the fact that this city was actually in the middle of a civil war and was just taken over by the federal government forces in 2025. He doesn't have strong connections to Canada, no wife or children. This may be incorrect. This is based on a real case. So, but you know that I'm not using any actual names. Itemize any cases found on Canley.org or any other websites. I could have moved the sentence up a little bit to avoid confusion. So I'm using ChatGPT Deep Research 001. I'm using Gemini on two different user interfaces. Gemini, it's the Google Gemini itself, and also Google AI Studio. I'm using Perplexity with Deep Research, DeepSeek, Deep Research R1, and Claude AI. And you see, so these are the results. So I should mention, I'll scroll up, and I already started to run that prompt. So here's this prompt. ChatGPT, I really like ChatGPT because every time I've used this so far, it will always ask a follow-up question so it can fine-tune the answer. And I really like that. Uh, the other answers, the other models are still good, but I really like how this is more. It seems to generate more focused results. So let's have a quick look at ChatGPT and it's placing it together. Off to the right, it'll show you um, the various websites that it went through. Here's Gemini. It'll create the results. I like the feature where it can export it to Google Docs. It saves it in the context window, so you can ask it more results. I love this. I love this. I wish it had the citation, relevant ID cases, but this is fantastic. So I'll have to cross-reference this. Wow. So I mean, you know what? I'm gonna export this to Sheets and see what happens. I wonder if it creates the citations in there. Yeah, no, it just took the table data and just put it in a spreadsheet, which is still helpful, and because as a matter of fact, that's what I was doing manually in a lot of cases using Notebook LM and Chat GPT. So that's actually pretty good. Cases supporting stay of removal. And I'm actually Okay, so I was expecting it to cite the TOEFL test because that's the legal test in federal court. Looking at Perplexity, doesn't say TOEFL. Actually, I wonder if it says TOEFL here. Nope. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, just Perplexity, DeepSeek. Nope. As far as I know, so I can't find the word TOEFL inside the results here. Risk of harm. Yeah, that's the key thing I'm looking for in TOEFL. Mental health as a mitigating factor. That's interesting. One comment when I ran this, Claude 3.7 Sonnet was absolutely the fastest to return results. Its latency was not even a second. So far, I it's hard to make a recommendation which one to use actually. Now I have a plus subscription to ChatGPT. So far, I can recommend this. Perplexity so far is free, so you know what? If cost is a problem, I could definitely recommend that for the speed. Now, I like Google Gemini because it provided a whole bunch of the links too, and I think it's a very similar results using Gemini Flash on Google AI Studio. Um, I'm switching more and more of my work into Google AI Studio. It's just because it has more bells and whistles for what I'm trying to accomplish. Perplexity, I love the fact it has some hyperlinks, and yeah, this is really good too. I mean, actually, no, this is not. This is does some exceptional work here. Perplexity. Yeah, Perplexity. I can't remember which underlying LLM is using because Perplexity is mainly like a computer agent that sits on top of other models, I believe. Yeah, and I actually in this run I should have specified which LLM that I wanted to use, but the main feature of Perplexity is a web agent. So I boy, this is great. I really like this one so far. I would say Perplexity because it's the results are really thorough. I think this is the winner, and it's free. Canadian immigration sponsor. Okay. Let's see. PR. I wonder what it says about Sudan. Looking for Sudanese like mental health cases. Um, I mean, mental health is mental health. I was looking for actually Medani. Let me look for the word Medani. Okay, didn't really. Yeah, so at least OpenAI didn't really pick up the fact that that particular city is actually. Oh, interesting. Bingo. So Gemini. This is really in. This is really interesting. I mean, it's no. It didn't cite the fact that it didn't cite the fact that the this particular province was actually literally right in the middle of the Civil War just 3 months ago. But I like the write up here. So for Gemini, Google AI Studio. Let me scroll down for Madani. Oh, interesting. Okay. General living conditions. Okay, so it didn't really. So the Flash Thinking Experimental in Gemini versus Flash Thinking Experimental is actually more thorough outside of AI Studio. And then Perplexity, Madani. Oops, I'm not scrolling, but it's obviously there. Okay, I couldn't find anything there. So this is DeepSeek. Yeah, I didn't expose to inaccurate. Yeah, okay. You know what? It's very generic. It didn't pick up the latest and Claude AI. Yeah, so it didn't really pick it up. So far, you know what? Maybe this is the winner. So Gemini and Perplexity. I like the fact that it found all this information. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. And aside from OpenAI, all the other models are currently free to play around with. I try to use Manus actually because of its computer agent, but after one little run yesterday, I already ran out of credits. And I tried to use also GenSpark too, but also ran out of credits on that platform as well. Anyways, if you have any questions, just let me know. Feel free to reach out. Thanks. Bye.